be here to talk to you and tell you about my Mosaic story. I started with Mosaic a while back. I am coming from Japan by way of Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras, y'all. I don't know if y'all know it's Mardi Gras time. Well, it is. It's Mardi Gras. I really do like Mardi Gras, and I go every year. And it sort of renews my faith in humanity, which is a strange thing to say about Mardi Gras, but it does. Yeah? But so does Mosaic. So does Mosaic. My Mosaic story started in 2001 when I met my friend Laura Mandel at an educational conference. She was pitching a pilot program. I don't know if you can picture this, but there's Laura in a corner. She was like kind of in a corner. This is in 2001, pitching this program that she needed help with. She had a small TV with a VHS tape. Now, some of y'all don't know what a VHS tape is. I'm dating myself. If anybody needs a little bit, I'm available after this. We're going to talk about what a VHS is. And she had a little VHS, and it was Brett Dennen singing the Mosaic song, right? Mosaic. I was like, catchy, right? It was a little catchy tune, right? This thing back then. And I thought it was a pretty decent thing. Now, at that point, I'd probably worked with adjudicated youth at some point for 2 or 3 years using techniques that were not as effective as I needed them to be. I know we all do this work. Everybody in this room do that kind of work. They just weren't as effective as I needed them to be, yes? And I was also, at that point, 10 years in the military. I joined the military in order to pay for college. It's a story most people you'll hear tell. And it was the right choice for me. I'm not gonna say I didn't have a choice, but it was the right choice for me at the time. Look, I ran the numbers. Right? You? Okay, yeah. Right. So, being in the military, of course, you got a good taste of war. Leo just talked about that, and now I'm looking at it from a different point of view. You know, I just gotta mention this. I feel like this was a setup for me when they asked me to do this because I had to go after Mosaic kids. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm sitting over there, I'm looking up, not because it's really pretty, but I'm looking up to the left because I'm trying not to cry, right? But these kids, they touch me. I don't know if they touch you all, but I'm sitting over here. And Leo, I want you to know, Leo was a great kid out of camp. He was a great kid out of camp, and he's true to what he said. Everything he said was really true. So when I think about where I've been and what I've done, like I was in Bosnia, I've been in Iraq and places like that, it's very true that, you know, as adults we perpetuate this whole sense of war. We just do. You know, I'm not gonna tell you, I did it. I was in the military and I was part of that process. But now I'm not doing that. Now I'm waging peace. See, I'm waging peace. Right? I was a student of systems. You see, when you were in the military for a long period of time, you become a student of war. You understand what I'm saying? You're taught that all the time. It's in your being, your everything. So systems, strategies, teaching. I knew everything. I was medical in Bosnia, and I saw daily effects of not the war we were currently waging, right? But ones before, ones that had already passed, landmines, right? I mean, we're not here to talk about that, but yeah, blowing kids up every day. I mean, this is stuff we saw. I was medical, so I saw it every day. And so, you know, you can't see that for a long period of time and not change it. You just can't. It just doesn't happen. In Bosnia, they called us peacekeepers. Did you know that? In Bosnia, I remember there was a sign on the base chapel, right? Because that's where you put that kind of sign. It was on the base chapel and it said, "Blessed are the peacekeepers." And I thought to myself, blessed are the peacekeepers with weapons 24/7. We slept with our weapon. 200 rounds at any given time. Keeping the peace, right? Right? That's what we're doing. In Bosnia, I saw a genocide carried out by the people in power and how it trickled down to children who would immediately throw rocks at others because they were different. Right? And of course, as an African-American woman in America, let me pick something. If there was an ism tree, I would start at the top and I'd hit every branch on the way down. Pick one. Sexism, racism, any ism you have, I probably hit it and was probably a part of it. I can't, so there's that, yeah? But, so there's Laura, right? This is back in 2001, in this little corner trying to tell me that she's proposing that we water the seeds of respect and empathy in children, as well as the idea that peaceful solutions should be first and the only option to any solution, right? And that this work with children at this stage in development would have lasting effects on our community and the world at large. So it really wasn't a hard sell, right? I mean, it was a really good pitch. It wasn't like a hard sell, but I was sitting here thinking, because at that point I was working with teenagers, because that's where I thought we should be working. I thought we should be working with teenagers. But she was like 4th and 5th graders, and I was like, yeah. The outdoor project, right? This trailblazing work at that point, I don't recall anyone really doing it, 4th and 5th graders at that point. So she gave me my own VHS tape and told me to go home and think about it, which I did. You see, here's the thing about good ideas. The thing about good ideas is that you don't have to be the one to come up with the good idea. You just don't. But you do have to support it. You do have to support it in order for it to grow. And I didn't really know if she was going to be able to pull it off back in 2001. But I felt like if she did, I wanted to be part of the organization that was going to make that happen. I wanted to work with people who are willing to put it all on the line to engage in activities that bring about peace. So fast forward 6 months and I find myself, as we all do, in transition between jobs, and I start thinking about this Mosaic thing, right? I'm thinking to myself, so I pop in that VHS tape, I start singing, and I'm thinking to myself, catchy, right? It's catchy. But was it catchy enough for me, because at that time I was living on the East Coast, to come all the way out here on this other time? You know it's the other time, right? Anybody who's traveled that far, all the way out here to the West Coast to be part of a program for just a month. When we first started, it was only a month. It was only like 4 weeks. That was it. We didn't have, fall session, none of that. It was 4 weeks. So was it enough? No. But it helped. It helped. Yeah? So, and I had met this woman, Laura Mandel, for, 45 minutes? I'm supposed to go across the country? What am I thinking? Anyway, so I did what anybody else in my position would do. I talked somebody else into going with me, and I headed out to California. So I've been part of the Mosaic family now, and over the years, I'm retired military, 25 years. Thank you. And as duty calls, I call out and try to figure out where people are and what they're doing and how they're doing. And I'm always really happy that the Mosaic Project is still going, right? That we've supported it, and I know there's a lot of supporters that have supported us from the first time. Back in 2001, I want to thank you all for still being part of the project. Even I came back in 2000. Yeah, go ahead, clap up for them. I don't have any kids of my own, but my own niece in 2012, when she was finally of age, she was having challenges in school. I knew I had to bring her to the outdoor program, and it had a profound impact on her as well. I just saw one of her leaders out here too just now, which was really cool. And she will be graduating. She's a senior in high school this year. So for me, it's powerful. It's a powerful impact. I need to tell you, these are your kids. These are your kids. All Mosaic really does is give them a platform, and they take it. I don't know if you've ever been out there, but they take it and they run with it. And it is an amazing thing to see. It is an amazing thing to see. Also, your teachers and supporters and people who support this. I know that there's some, there's administrators out here. Your administrators, it's the right program. I'm gonna let you know it's the right program. The teachers that come out, it's an amazing thing to see. If you have an opportunity to come out, you should absolutely do it. You should absolutely do it. So, people have been working this particular curriculum all around the world. I don't want to say that we are not, like we want to make sure the Mosaic projects are going on, but in fact, they're running the curriculum in Mexico, Japan, Ghana, Chicago, New York, literally all over with the curriculum, but it's just not enough. We need our own permanent base here in the Bay Area from which we can support all these peacemakers and from which we can grow. Of course, this takes resources. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So flash forward to 2018, a year ago, Laura lets me know that there's some huge steps towards achieving our goal of having a permanent home and being able to create a model center for peace. That this gorgeous family, I'm sorry, this gorgeous, well, they probably are good looking, but this generous family, yeah, well, you know, in 2001 I didn't have these either. I'm trying to be sexy, but I'm really not bringing sexy. But you see, I'm not trying to put them. That's what you get. You get gorgeous instead of generous. Denial is real. That this generous family had purchased a $2 million property for us in Castro Valley, just 25 minutes from Oakland. Once we get our building permits and raise the necessary money to build, let me tell you what this property will enable us to do. One, it will quadruple the number of participants we can serve. Two, that's cute. It's going to give us the flexibility to add new programs year-round, right? Started at 4 weeks, and now we have 6 in the spring and 6 in the fall. But now we can go year-round, which is really what we want to do. And 3, stability to become a model center for diversity, empathy, and effective communication. I need to tell you that the Bay Area has often been a birthplace of innovation and on the leading edge of new solutions, and we want to be that for peace. Yes? So you know we have to make this happen. We have to figure out how to get it done, and I am ready to use all the skills that I have used in the military to wage peace instead of war. So Mosaic called in 2018, and I'm on my way back to California, right? Because I haven't been out here since 2001, right? So I'm married to someone still in the military, and when Laura talked to me about this property, we had just received orders to Japan. Yeah. But that didn't stop me. No, that didn't stop me. Japan. I made a commitment to the outdoor program, and I'm going to do whatever I can to be here, spring, fall, or whenever I can get here. So that was after Mardi Gras this year, so guess what? I'm flying out. Because I want California to be a permanent home to achieve this work that we've all been doing over the years, and I really want to work myself out of this job. I want to work myself out of this job. I'm going to retire Lauren Rendell. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to retire her. You'll see. You'll see. We're going to work ourselves right up out of the job. You'll see. So last year, in 2018, I left Detroit, Michigan in April in the ice and snow with a travel trailer. Yeah, that happened. And it didn't hit me until like 3:30 in the morning, and it's like 14 degrees outside in Kansas. Kansas, and like 50-mile-an-hour winds going across my trailer, like moving it like a toy box. And I was thinking, what is my motivation here? So I'm not really sure why I kept going, but what you also need to know is on my way out to California, I had decided to meet a friend of mine's mother who had been a part of the Freedom Summer of 1964. Now, I don't know if you know anything about the Freedom Summer of 1964, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. So, you know, if you have a chance, please, by all means, check it out, go look it up. A lot of stuff happened in the Freedom Summer of 1964. A lot of times people think that it's like a voter registration and like that was the only thing. But I guarantee you, if you start to look and you talk and there's some names that's going to be kicked out, you'll see that the Freedom Summer of 1964 had a lot going on, and there's some parallels that you can make for the Mosaic Project. Yes? So one of the things is that the Freedom Summer was a project. It was actually a project that it started much earlier than 1964. It was kind of culminating in 1964, but it had started and people had been working on it for a long period of time. But people came together from different backgrounds to make a vital change, just like the Mosaic. And the Freedom Summer was then. Mosaic is now. All right? The perspective that I can bring here is simply this. I'm clear that people get behind the military. I can tell you that. I was in for 25 years. Well, actually, in theory, still there, right? So I've seen what they will do for war. I'm clear on it. I know what they will do. But what I really want to, they're serious. They're intense about it. And war, that's the other thing you need to know. War will always be funded. War will always be funded. Now, we will take from something else, like, I don't know, I'm just saying this, education. But war will be funded. Believe that. Believe that. So, what they do is they plan. It just doesn't happen, right? They plan for it, they organize it, they fund it, then they get it. That's just the way it happens. And we do it over and over and over. It's a cycle. So what we need to do is we need to start approaching peace the same way. Right? We need to plan it, we need to organize it, we have to fund it, and I guarantee you we'll get it. I guarantee you we'll get it. Yeah? So what I can tell you is one day your kids are gonna ask you, in 2019, I mean, it seems kind of silly to us now, but 2019, what were you doing in all that time of violence and turmoil and people and things were happening? This is going to be like, you know, it could be your kids and your grandkids. But they're going to ask, because I know I asked my mom back in the 60s, so Mom, so where were you? You know, she's looking at me all crazy, let me tell you something. She's giving me the what for, but they will ask you, what are you willing to do? What did you do during this time? What can you do for peace? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. So the first thing you can do is that you can find the Mosaic